The desert wind howls across the golden sands, whispering through the hollow corridors of time. Beneath the blinding Egyptian sun, giant stone sentinels rise unchanged for over 4,000 years. The pyramids of Giza stand not only as tombs, but as eternal puzzles carved in stone. How did ancient people, without machines or modern tools, lift millions of limestone blocks, each weighing as much as an elephant, and align them with the stars? Were these monuments mere tombs for pharaohs? Or did they serve a purpose far beyond death itself? Long before skyscrapers, before Rome, before the Bible was written, Egypt had already mastered the art of immortality. Its civilization, stretching along the Nile, flourished for over 3,000 years, an unbroken empire of gods and kings, of science and magic intertwined. But every monument, every carving, hides a story, and not all those stories were meant to be told. Our journey begins at the river that gave birth to Egypt, the Nile. To the ancient Egyptians, it was more than water. It was a god, the pulse of creation. Each year it flooded, spreading fertile soil across the desert, turning death into life. Villages grew along its banks, and with them rose a new belief. That order, known as Ma'at, could conquer chaos. It was the foundation of their world, a world ruled by divine kings called pharaohs. The pharaoh was no mere ruler. He was Horus in flesh, a bridge between men and gods. When he died, he became Osiris, lord of the underworld. The living pharaoh, his son, became the falcon god reborn. Power flowed not from politics, but from divinity. To preserve that eternal order, Egypt built monuments that would outlast time itself. The first pyramid was not built by the famous Khufu of Giza, but by his ancestor, Djoser, around 2630 BCE. His architect, Imhotep, a name that would echo through eternity, conceived something no one had dared before: a colossal stone staircase to the heavens. The step pyramid of Saqqara wasn't just a tomb. It was a resurrection machine designed to lift the pharaoh's soul toward the sun god Ra. And so began Egypt's obsession with eternity. But then came Khufu, the man who would build the Great Pyramid, the largest structure ever made of stone. Even now, it defies comprehension. More than 2 million limestone blocks, perfectly fitted without mortar. Some quarried miles away, others dragged from nearby Giza's plateau. The base alone covers 13 acres, aligned precisely to the 4 cardinal directions. Modern engineers still struggle to explain how such perfection was achieved over 4 millennia ago. Some say ramps were used. Others argue for levers, counterweights, even internal spiral corridors. And then there are those who whisper of lost knowledge, ancient technologies, forgotten by time. Legends tell of a sound of the gods, a vibration that could move stone. But history, as always, keeps its secrets close. Inside the Great Pyramid, passageways narrow into darkness. There is no treasure, no carvings, no golden coffin. The pharaoh's body is gone. Only the empty granite sarcophagus remains, silent as the grave. For centuries, explorers and scholars have searched for answers. Was it looted by tomb raiders? Or was it never meant to hold a body at all? Could it have served as something else? A temple of transformation? Or a cosmic observatory, aligning Earth with the stars of Orion's belt? The ancient Egyptians believed their souls were immortal, but immortality had to be earned through ritual and preservation. Mummification was not a superstition, it was science and faith combined. The priests removed organs, dried the body in natron, and wrapped it with spells from the Book of the Dead. Every symbol, every charm had meaning. The scarab beetle for rebirth, the Ankh for life, the Eye of Horus for protection. To the Egyptians, death was not the end. It was the beginning of a perilous journey through the underworld, a realm of monsters, gates, and judgment. When the pharaoh stood before Osiris, his heart would be weighed against the feather of Ma'at. If lighter, he would join the gods in paradise. If heavier with sin, it would be devoured by a beast named Ammit, ending his soul forever. The stakes were eternal, and the preparation for that judgment defined Egyptian life. Beneath the pyramids, the tombs themselves became worlds in miniature filled with food, furniture, and treasure. Everything the pharaoh would need in the afterlife. Servants, animals, even boats were buried alongside him. Some willingly, others not. It was believed that their spirits would awaken to serve again in the next world. Yet not all pharaohs were remembered kindly. Take Akhenaten, the heretic king. He defied centuries of tradition by proclaiming that there was only one god, the sun disk, Aten. He moved the capital, closed temples, and erased the names of old gods. His revolution shattered the priesthood's power and nearly tore Egypt apart. After his death, his name was cursed, his statues smashed. It was as if Egypt itself rejected the idea of a single god. But centuries later, his son Tutankhamun would restore the old ways, and in doing so, become the most famous pharaoh of all. Ironically, Tutankhamun's fame came not from his rule, but from his tomb's discovery. When Howard Carter broke through the sealed door in 1922, his candle flickered on a site unseen for over 3,000 years. Golden chariots, jeweled daggers, and the boy king's golden mask, serene and beautiful. The world was mesmerized. Yet many of Carter's team soon fell ill or died mysteriously, giving rise to tales of a curse, the curse of the pharaohs. Scientists later blamed bacteria sealed in the tomb, but legends, once awakened, are hard to silence. Still, Egypt's mysteries reach beyond tombs and curses. The great Sphinx, half lion, half man, gazes east toward the rising sun. Who built it, and why? Most say Pharaoh Khafre, Khufu's son. Yet erosion marks and astronomical alignments suggest it might be far older, perhaps, predating Egypt's known history. Some researchers propose it was once a lion symbolizing the age of Leo, around 10,500 BCE. If true, that would rewrite everything we know about civilization itself. The Egyptians saw time not as a line, but as a circle. Life, death, and rebirth were all connected. The same sun that set behind the pyramids rose again each morning. Their temples mirrored the cosmos, their myths explained the stars, and their monuments captured eternity. The pyramid and its pure geometry symbolized the rays of the sun descending to earth, connecting heaven and man. Even today, the secrets of their engineering baffle modern science. The pyramid's proportions contain the number pi. Its height reflects the ratio of Earth to the moon, and its shadow marks the equinox with impossible precision. Could these builders truly have understood the mathematics of the universe? Or did they inherit knowledge from a lost civilization before them? Every new discovery in Egypt raises as many questions as it answers. In 2017, scientists using cosmic rays detected hidden voids inside the Great Pyramid, unknown chambers untouched for millennia. What lies within them remains a mystery. Some believe it could be the pharaoh's true burial chamber. Others think it holds ancient texts, or perhaps nothing at all. But even nothingness in Egypt holds meaning. Perhaps the greatest mystery isn't how the pyramids were built, but why humanity has never stopped seeking their secrets. These monuments stand not only as relics of the dead, but as reflections of the living. They remind us that even in the face of time, humans have always dreamed of eternity. As the last light of the sun fades behind the Giza Plateau, the desert turns silent once more. The Great Pyramid glows under a sea of stars, the same stars that guided the pharaohs to their eternal home. Thousands of years have passed, yet their presence lingers in every grain of sand, in every hieroglyph, in every unanswered question. Maybe that's the true secret of ancient Egypt. Not the gold, not the gods, but the power of mystery itself. A mystery that refuses to die, just like the civilization that first dared to conquer death. Because in the land of the pharaohs, immortality was never a myth. It was a blueprint carved in stone. Would you like me to create the next part of the series, titled The Lost Labyrinth of Egypt, the underground city that vanished, in the same style and length?